Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to What Else with John Butter, where I talk about stuff that happened within the past week or so. I just figured that there's so much stuff going on that, why not have a show where I just talk about miscellaneous stuff. It's not always going to be filmed in my car, but I'm out on the town. I'm going to get a haircut. I got Taco Bell. So let's just dive into this. Thing number one. A few weeks back I made a video criticizing an SNL sketch from over 3 years ago. It was basically just mocking millennials in the most unoriginal fashion, and I was right to call them out on it. Cut to 9 days later. SNL returns with host Rachel Brosnahan. And what do? Another millennial sketch, except this time, it's good. What a pleasant surprise! A sketch about millennials that didn't just mindlessly demonize them. But one has to wonder, is it really a coincidence that I made a video about the SNL millennial sketch and then 9 days later they make a new, better millennial sketch? Yes it is. It is a coincidence. I am not nearly important enough to influence anybody on the SNL staff. However, I am glad that they made this sketch because one, it shows that they are learning and improving, and two, it got my video a whole bunch more views. If you search SNL Millennials, you get the new sketch up top, but then my video's like 2 down, and so now mine's up to like 1,600 views last time I checked. So, I am rolling in that imaginary money. Thing number 2, Aquaman. I saw Aquaman last week. It was dumb as hell. I loved it. The script, bad. The acting, overdramatic. The CGI, nightmarish. When you're underwater, your only options for hair are man bun and terrible CGI pasta. But here's the thing, it was so much fun. It was so much fun that I didn't care that it was stupid. In fact, the stupidity made it even more fun. I could not help but laugh every time Willem Dafoe or Patrick Wilson was on screen. They tried to do what Marvel did by de-aging Willem Dafoe in flashback scenes, but he just looked like a fucking cartoon character. I do not think they have the same VFX budget, or they're working with like a knockoff After Effects. My favorite part is when Amber Heard's character is like, I hate the surface. It's all pollution, I hate the surface. But then she spends like 5 minutes in Italy and she's like, I changed my mind. It's the quickest character arc. Anyway, I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Go see it if you haven't seen it yet. And make sure you play the fun game of, is that Willem Dafoe or is that Willem Dafoe's stunt double? Thing number 3, the Oscars. The Oscar nominations just came out a few days ago, and I have some thoughts about it. Because as you all know, the Oscars is a fun excuse to argue about movies with strangers on the internet. Hereditary? Snubbed. But that wasn't much of a surprise. I thought that maybe after Get Out, the Academy would be a little bit more willing to acknowledge horror movies, but I guess not. What's the matter, Academy? Hereditary 2, why are you free? I can't even say that with a straight face. No, but at the very least, Toni Collette deserved an Oscar nomination. I mean, come on. She got nominated all those years ago for The Sixth Sense, which she was great in. This is good. And then she's like 10 times better in Hereditary. Nothing. Also, 8th grade. Robbed. Bo Burnham didn't take a personal break from stand-up for this. I mean, come on. I saw so many movies last year that I've actually seen 5 out of the 8 Best Picture nominees. That's never happened before in my entire life. The only movies I haven't seen are Green Book, Bohemian Rhapsody, and Roma Roma Ma. I'm leaving that in. That's gold. I'm not exactly sure if I want to see those movies still. We'll see. Oh, and also Jesse Plemons was robbed. For game night, of course. Thing number 4. Tommy v. Cardi. Dawn of mentions. Tomi Lahren is one of my favorite people in the world. She's a conservative commentator. She works for Fox News, and she is the most unpleasant person I have ever seen speak.
If this country disgusts you so much, leave.
On the 16th, she responded to Cardi B's video that she posted to Instagram. Tomi responded to that on Twitter, sarcastically calling her a political genius, and then going, ha! Like a capital H, capital A, exclamation point. Ha! Like she's laughing right at her face. Ha! And then a few days go by, because Cardi B has more important shit to do. She is Cardi B. And she says, leave me alone, I will dog walk you. Which is, hands down, the best response I've ever seen to a Tomi Lahren tweet. And now Tomi is refusing to let this go. She has been bringing it up like every single day. She made a final thoughts video about it. She's doing interviews about it.
She said that she was going to dog walk me.
She's constantly talking about it. Hey Tomi, you started this. Not Cardi B, not Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, not Stormy Daniels. You insulted Cardi B. You laughed in her face. Ha! How do you think she was gonna respond? Going, ha! Isn't really setting a healthy bedrock for a civil debate. So the fact that you're saying, oh, people are threatening me just because of a difference of opinion, that is so disingenuous that it is comical. Hey, here's a concept. Don't start shit with people on Twitter if you can't handle it. Cardi B is one of the biggest names in music right now. She has like 4 times the amount of followers you have. Did you really think that you would win in this situation? Did you really think that you would come out on top by laughing in Cardi B's face? And I love how she's making this be about liberal hypocrisy. Like, oh, the left, they're against bullying, but they're fine with me being threatened on Twitter. In fact, they applaud it. That really shows what a bunch of hypocrites they are. Tomi, who are you trying to convince? What are you getting out of this, even? By stretching it out this long? I would say either apologize to Cardi B for being so rude to her, or drop it and never bring it up again. Either way, your Twitter mentions are going to be nothing but Photoshop pictures of you as a dog with Cardi B walking you for the next ever. This is just your life now. You did this. You did this to yourself. Thing number 5. Toy Story. I just remembered this one factoid I learned a couple years ago. If you go up to the Toy Story characters at Disneyland, and you go like, Andy's coming, they'll all drop. They'll drop to the ground because that's what they do in the movie whenever a human comes in. They go limp. I read that and I went, what a crock of shit. That is the most unbelievable thing I've read ever. No way would they ever do that. Anyway, I just remembered reading that, so I looked it up again, and I found the story on Snopes, and it turns out I was half correct. They used to do that. They used to be able to do the Andy's coming thing. But then somebody fucking posted the story online, and then everybody found out about it, and so the Andy's coming thing turned into a 1 to 2 a day occurrence, into 50 times a day. That's bad. People gotta learn how to keep shit like that to themselves. I mean, this is just like that secret day in DeVito's shrine. Stop snitching, motherfuckers. Snitches get stitches. These are cold. Well, this has been a pretty good first episode of What Else, I would say. We learned a few things, we had a few laughs. Let me know if you want to see more stuff like this in the future. If you like the video, then like the video. Also, make sure to hit that MF subscribe, fam. I'll catch you on the flip-flop. Word to your mother. Peace in the Middle East. I'm dead inside.